Land Pro here. So sometimes we step away from our quick talks and I drop something on you and we do tutorials. And today we're doing a tutorial on what we call storyboarding in Premiere Pro. It's a pretty easy workflow. It's a pretty easy way to organize your clips instead of fumbling around in list view or icon view trying to remember what you put in. It's an easy way to just follow your storyboard right here in Premiere Pro. So we're going to show you how. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are in Premiere Pro. I'm gonna show you a quick way to storyboard in Premiere Pro. So you just bring your clips in. So let's go get about 5 or 6 clips. I got a couple clips in here, so I'm gonna get this one all the way down to here. Let's get all of these, and then I'm gonna import them. So we're in icon view, but if you was in like list view, you just switch over to icon view. So now we got our clips. So I'm just gonna take one of these clips and it's gonna be my main movie. And then I'm gonna put my scrubber at the end. So if this was your main movie and you had something at the end of it, you would put this right here on the timeline. So now, in order for me to get in the storyboard area of how I storyboard in Premiere Pro, you can double click the project storyboard title right here in this panel. So when I double click that, you see I got an area here where I got all of my clips, and then I can look at my clips and see how I want to make them big or small. I can scroll over them and see exactly what I have. I can do in and out points here, but this is not the area where I'm going to actually create my storyboard. Next to the icon view, if you look to the right, you see these little freeform views. Hit that. Now you got freeform view. Now you can do it this way or you can do it any kind of way. You got a little slider here where if you had a whole lot of clips, you can see all your clips. You can bring it up, you can bring them down. And I want to realign mine now so we can see it more in a storyboard order like before, so you can see how you would actually storyboard here. So if you had your storyboard all drew out, now you got your clips in here, you shot your footage, this your raw footage. In order to get your clips that you want, just say I want a particular part of this clip right here. So I would just go through here, look at the clip. So just say this is the point I want to keep. I would hit I, and then just say this is the point I want to take out. I would hit O. And same thing here. I can scroll through here. This is going to be my in. And then I'm going to scroll down here. That's going to be my out. The same thing here, we just find us an in, and then we find us an out. Let's do one more. This is gonna be my in point, and this is gonna be my out. So this is if all your clips, you saw different points that you wanted to use. Now just say these wasn't in the order I wanted them, and I want to line them up in the order according to the storyboard I drew out prior to starting my project. I just draw them down. So just say this was number 2. And this was number 3, and this was number 4. Now I have them in the order I want them. So we're not going to use the other 3 right now, but I might have those that I want to put in a different order, but I want to get this order first. So what I would do was select these clips. We're going to hit our tilde button to get back to our panel. And now in order to put them on the timeline, I'm just going to hit period. Now all those clips is at the end of my timeline. So this was my main movie, and now we have our clips. So now I can leave that marker at the end of my timeline. We can go back to tilde. Now just say I want to use these clips right here. I want to use that full clip. I want to find an in and out point here. So that's the in point, that's the out point. And I'm just going to use these 2 clips. So now I'm going to select those clips, going to hit our tilde, and then we're going to hit our period. Now you see it put those 2 at the end. So now I got my whole story on the timeline as far as how I drew my storyboard out, and I laid everything out in Premiere Pro in the manner that I just showed you. So that'll give me a smooth workflow as far as how I initially storyboarded my project, how I use Premiere Pro to storyboard the actual raw footage, to take the in and out points of the footage or the clips I wanted out of that footage and put it on the timeline. Okay, so now you see all our clips on the end, and once we got all of this done, so if I hit a period and do some more adjustments, just say I got a whole lot of clips in my storyboard, then I can just keep adding them according to how I set them up. So let's go back over here. I'm gonna double click there to show you how to get there this way as well. So just say I had a lot of clips lined up here and I wanna do some more work. I can hit this and then I can right click and then I can clip size, and then I can make them smaller. See, I can make my clips smaller, or I can move them. Let's come out of there. I can move them and stack them in an area like so. So these are clips I already finished with in the storyboard. Then I can move them over or move them down or wherever, and now I got more room to work with. It's another thing inside of here that we can do. So now just say like we do a lot of team building. Sometimes online you work remote and you want to do team building, or sometimes in the office you're working on the same computer that other people work on. So all you have to do is like right click in this white space right here, and you could come down here and you could say save as new layout. So I'm gonna say this as new layout. This is Dan's layout. We're gonna get at a name. And I'm gonna hit OK. So now, once I leave and I got my layout saved, all I gotta do to leave it where somebody else could work on it is right click, and then I just come back to reset the grid, and then I wanna reset it back to name. So when I hit that, you see it's back to its original state. So now other people could work on it. But here's the cool thing about it. Now, just say once I shut down Premiere Pro and I'm gone for the weekend or whatever, or I got my day off, or just make it be the next day, and somebody else worked on the computer and did their thing. Now I want to come back in. I want to go back to my layout. All I got to do is right click, and I can go to Save Layout. You see where it say Dan's Layout, and that's all I got to do, and my layout gonna come back up. So regardless of what's happening or what anyone else do, my layout is always there for me to come in here and get back to my storyboard. So just say I got saved layouts in different formats and I want to get rid of them because I could save those layouts in different formats. So I might want to do some on YouTube. I might want to do something for Facebook, depending on what I want to do, how I want to do my storyboard. So when I'm finished with them, all I got to do is right click, come down here to where it says Manage Saved Layouts. And you see what this Dan's layout is there. All I gotta do is click that. So if I had a list of them I want to get rid of, bam, and we finish. We quit, we done with that particular layout, but we still got our things that we can work with, and that's it for that particular project. Okay, that's it. That's our editing. Let's go back to our regular Premiere Pro. That's pretty much it as far as storyboard. So you see where you can go in Premiere Pro and storyboard, you can lay all of your clips out. You might have 50, 60 clips. You might have 30, 40. You might have just 10. But however you want to do it, it's easier than trying to scrub through that timeline and find the clips that you want to scrub through your playlist. Your clip list, like over here, sometimes we have it in lists or icons, and trying to see what clips you're trying to get. Because even though you shot those clips or know those clips or may have been given those clips, you want to have a clear-cut view of how that storyboard go, and you want to match your clips up according to the storyboard that you initially set out when you set your project up. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's how you storyboard in Premiere Pro. I hope you find something helpful in this tutorial. It's very organized. It's very simple. It shows you how to keep things organized. It's a nice, smooth workflow, as we said. So we don't want to just keep repeating ourselves. We hope you got something out of it. Hey, my name is Dan Land Pro. Remember, youtube.com, Dan Land Pro, Webmaster Dan, or Steppers Express. Make sure you hit that subscribe or the like button, depending on what you find. Hey, till next time, peace.